Cooking. Oh, she's very good. 8 months old. This is, she went to kindergarten. Oh. She finished kindergarten. She has a sister, 1 year old.
Good.
Number 2. I think she would have more.
It's good as long as the bell knows.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Good.
I did it rather than mailing these, I'll give this to you.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I want to thank all of you for attending today's service. Today is middle of June, and we're observing 2 months of family memorials for June and July. So we will be reading names of those who passed away in the month of June and July later. But I do want to thank you for taking time to be with us and to continue wearing your masks as we gather for today's service. I have this plastic screen in front of me, so I don't need to wear my mask. I'm like in a box or in a cage up here, so safe from all of us, each other. I'd like to begin today with an opening reading. If you please join me in that show. When I call the name of Amida Buddha and recite Namo Amida Buddha, it is my beloved parent calling me to come just as you are. I accept you just as you are. Namo Amida Buddha. Namo Amida Buddha. Namo Amida Buddha. Thank you. I will begin today with the sutra chanting, and we'll chant the Sambujo that you'll find on page 23 of the large purple service book. Page 23 has Sambujo, and then I'll read a dedication verse, and then we'll chant the Sambutsuge that you'll find on page 77, and then the Jusege on page 91. So we'll start on page 23, and then 77 and 91. Today on this occasion, in my Peninsula Buddhist temple, June and July, Shotsuki Holy. Families fervently come before Buddha Buddha, memory of beloved family members. The deepest reverence and thankfulness, the all-embracing wisdom and compassion of the Buddha, to reaffirm the three humble. And go to the Buddha for guidance, and go to the Dharma for guidance, and go to the Sangha for guidance. Namo Tia Roots, Namo Tia Home, Namo Tia Soul, Namo Tia. Hãy subscribe cho kênh Ghiền Mì Gõ để không bỏ lỡ những video hấp dẫn. Thank you. I'd like to now read the names of families who are observing Memorial in the month of June. As I call your family name, please come forward and burn incense. For Tomizo Takahashi and Sue Takahashi, the Takahashi family. For Hatsuko Hirabayashi, the Yoshiyama family. For Koichi Tanaka, Mr. and Mrs. Edward Tanaka. For Sashiro Yamashita, Mrs. Mieko Yoshida. For Chido Gota, Mr. Kerry Gota and Janice Gota Eto. For Kazuo Oka, the Oka family. For Isamu Nagasaki, the Nagasaki family. For Setsio Sumida, Mr. and Mrs. Ray Sumida. For Keizo Ogura, Mr. and Mrs. Tom Ogura. For Robert Akira Mirikitani, Mrs. Sonoko Mirikitani. For Aijido Tokubo, Ms. Naomi Takigawa. For Otomatsu Enokida, the Enokida family. For Ben Satoshi Sasaki, the Sasaki family. For Hisakichi Newton Omoto and Ruhei Iji Nakamura, Mr. Michael Omoto. For Nakayo Kadani, Mrs. Linda Kadani. For Mitsuo Miki Haruki, Ms. Joyce Haruki. For Sakano Ishida, the Ishida family. For Hidenori Matsubashi, the Matsubashi family. For Yoshiharu Yokogawa, Mrs. Sayoko Yokogawa. For Hiroto Fuji and Sato Fuji, Mr. and Mrs. Young and Yoshiko Hong. For Mikie Ishida and Tori Ono, Mr. and Mrs. Allen and Barbara Okimoto. For Tsumae Katsuri. Great Higashi, the William Wanabayashi family, the Mitsue Hashimoto, Fumie Hashimoto Kawasaki, for Stanley Frederick Hahn, Dr. Greg and Julie Sato, for Jeffrey J. Shinseki, Reverend J. and Jane Shinseki, for Roy Kaminori family, for Tadashi Aoki, Mrs. June Aoki Pascal, for Dean Whiteman, Denise Onitska, for Yuito Masuda, Mr. and Mrs. Tomio, and Kimi Kamai. And families observing Memorial Month of July for Matsu Saburo Kawasaki, Mr. Murray Kato, for Shoichi Yoshiyama, Mr. and Mrs. Andy Yoshiyama, for Toshiharu Sasaki and Rika Sasaki, the Komatsu family, for Miyoko Honda, was Lisa Honda, for Haruo Kodama, Mitsuro Harold Kodama, and Fujiko Fudge Kodama, Mr. Kurt Kodama, for Kengo Oda, Mr. and Mrs. Mary Oda, for Kotaro Kitahara, Mr. Junki Kitahara, for Same Oka, the Oka family, for Kanye Cronin, the Cronin family, for Yataro Hori, the Hori family, for Satoru Tanaka, the Yorita family, for Masao Yokogawa, Mrs. Sayoko Yokogawa, for George Saiki, Mrs. Mio Saiki, for Eiko Watanabe, Debbie Jansen, for Hatsue Shibasaki, Mr. and Mrs. Jim Shibasaki, for Hisako Louise Oka, the Oka family, for Yoneko Sato, Mrs. Margaret Sato, for Robert Nakamura and Rose Kiyomi Nakamura, Mr. and Mrs. Gary Nakamura, for Keiko Koch, the Koch family, for Fumiko Shinru, Mr. and Mrs. Garrett Shinru, for Etsuko Esther Shigashi, Mr. Craig Higashi, for Sadano Nami, Mr. and Mrs. Martin Minami, for Wakaru Wako Shintani, Mrs. Mary Shintani, for Kazuya Shibata Jordan, Mr. Sidney Jordan, for Mitzi Kanaya, Dr. Sadayo Kanaya Lily, and Mrs. Junko Kanaya Adams, for George Ueda, Mrs. Toshiko Ueda, for Michie Jin Saki, Mr. Yanasaki and Ingrid Kato, for Kazu Yamazi, the Yamazi family, for Danny Tanaka, Ms. Jean Naito, for Anne Tomiko Sasaki, the Sasaki family, for Koyomi Tanaka, the Tanaka family, for Margaret Chiomi Shinseki, Reverend J. Shinseki, and Jane Shinseki, for Alice Yoshimi Kadani, Mrs. Diane Kadani, for Yoshimasu Yamashita, Mrs. Sumi Yamashita, for Herbert Setsuo Tanaka, Mrs. Susie Tanaka, for Miyoko Fukunaga, Mr. and Mrs. Tom and Eileen Fukunaga, for Shigemi Uchida, Mr. Jeff Uchida, for Michiko Aoki, Ms. June Aoki Shasco, for Mitsuko Mitsi Kamimori family, and for Yash Yaguchi, Ms. Hikara Hirahara, Stephen Carly Hirahara, and for Roy Sakai, Ms. Tokie Sakai. And if there's anyone who's observing a memorial in the month of June and or July, you're welcome to come forward at this time and learn incense. If I could ask Kenny to burn incense and memory of those who could not be here today. very much. This time I'd like to ask you all to please rise and join me in the Gata Namo Amitabha Suttam on page 174 of the large purple symbols. Life is fair and sunlight fills the day. When fortune's smile and clouds are far away, all let us pause with grateful hearts to say, we know our way, keep the darkness sky, and to our love, was pain and death drawn nigh. Our tears may flow, yet nothing we cry. Thank you. If you'll please turn to page 10 and join me in the reading of the threefold refuge. Difficult is to perceive the human form, now we are living. Difficult is to hear the Dharma of the Buddha, now we hear. If we do not cross over to the truth in the present life, what life shall we cross over? Let us with sincerity and true reverence take refuge in the three treasures of the truth. I take refuge in the Buddha. May we together with all saints beings awaken to the great way of enlightenment. Yes, that's intent. I take refuge in the Dharma. May we together with all sentient beings enter the storehouse of the Dharma, becoming like the wisdom of ocean. I take refuge in the Sangha. May we together with all sentient beings become units in true accord in harmony with all things. The fearless, profound, and wondrous Dharma is rare to encounter, even in many hundreds and thousands of kalpas. Now we are privileged to hear and receive. Let us thoroughly understand the true meaning of the Tathagata's teaching. Sankhya Ninjin Katashi Masudaniku, Rupo Katashi Masudaniku, Konomi Konjo Nimakat, Dose Zumba, Sarani Izranashon, Katka, Konomi Wosen, Raishu Morotomoni, Shishini, Samboni, Kieshi, Kate Matsudeshi, Izukara, Butsuni, Kieshi, Kate Matsuru, Masani, Nagawa, Kuwa, Shijo, Tomoni, Taido, Taigesh, Yoko, San, Izukara, Honi, Kieshi, Kate Matsuru, Masani, Nagawa, Kuwa, Shijo, Tomoni, Kakukyo, Zoni, Yikechi, Mino, Toku, Naran, Izutara, Soni, Kieshi, Kate Matsuru, Masani, Nagawa, Kuwa, Shijo, Tomoni, Aishu, Torishte, Sai, Naran, Ujo, Jinjin, Yono, Owa, Yakusen, Mango, Nimo, Ayo, Kotokatashi, Orema, Kenmonshi, Uji, Suru, Kotowatari, Nagawa, Naino, Shinji, Subi, Ageshi, Kate Matsurami. Sama, Sama. Thank you. Please be seated. Thank you very much again for attending today's service. Before I share with you my message, I want to make one quick acknowledgement of someone who is not here, but I wanted to share with you that one of our former Sunday school, Dharma school students, little Audrey Kono, has graduated from the University of Southern California.
Wow.
I know it makes me feel really old. But what we did was Audrey Kono and her family are living down in Guadina. But she's still very much a part of us in our temple. And so we wanted to acknowledge her with this certificate of congratulations. So I'd like to read it to you. And I'll be sending this down to her. It reads, the Buddhist Churches of America takes pleasure in awarding the certificate of congratulations to Audrey Kono in recognition of your graduation. The Buddhist Churches of America extends sincere congratulations on your educational achievements and high standards of citizenship. We look forward to your leadership and service in supporting the noble cause of spreading the light of Amita's wisdom and compassion. Presented on this 12th day of June 2022 by the Buddhist Churches of America, and it's signed Reverend Marvin Harada, Bishop, Buddhist Churches of America, Terry Omori, President, National Board, Buddhist Churches of America. So I'll be sending this to Audrey with a note of congratulations from our temple as well. So now I'd like to share with you just some of my thoughts as we gather together for our June and July Shotsuki Hoyo. And there's a favorite poem that I have that you've heard me share before. It's a very simple poem, but it says so very much. And it's just reads in English, autumn leaves fall, showing front, showing back. That's the end of the poem. Very simple. Autumn leaves falling, showing front and showing back. So you can imagine leaves as they fall off the tree, they're fluttering in the wind and they're turning, showing their front, showing back as they fall to the ground. Now, if you're like me, get up in the morning and you go to the bathroom and you sit in your bathroom and you get ready, you brush your teeth and do all these things, and you're looking in the mirror, and you're seeing one side of your face, you're seeing the front of your face, you're not seeing the back of yourself, right? You're just seeing the front. And so it always surprises me when I see pictures of me or reflections of me as I'm bound or as from the back of my head, because there's all this hair that's missing at the top and at the back too. I can see it's getting very thin. And I think, gosh, is that really me? That's the side of myself that I never see, that I never look at. And that's what this poem is about, is showing front, showing back, means that, we show our good side, right? We show the front of ourselves that we want people to see, we want people to like, we want to put on a good face. But sometimes that other side shows up. Sometimes that backside, or the other part of ourselves, shows up. Because not all of us are perfect. Sometimes we get angry. Sometimes we are anxious about things. Sometimes we're impatient. Sometimes we don't agree with other people. This happens all the time. That's the other side of ourselves that is showing up. A leaf that falls is naturally showing its front and its back. It's being blown by the wind, making it move. Likewise, we human beings, we're being blown by the winds of circumstance. And when I say we're being blown by the wind of circumstance, I mean events in our lives occur when all of a sudden that front side turns around and we become very emotional, sad, angry. Sometimes the other side shows up, the good side. But we're blown by circumstances, death, sickness, accidents, people doing things that we don't agree with. We get mad at people. And no matter what, as I shared an opening reading with you earlier about Amrita Buddha, about the Buddha. No matter what side of ourselves is happens to be showing, Buddha accepts us just as we are. That doesn't mean that we can just do whatever we want, but it means that we begin to see ourselves clearly through Amrita Buddha. We begin to see both sides of the self. And that's the message that the Buddha is imparting on us all the time. To be aware and notice all the sides of ourselves. So all of us, at some time or another in our lives, where circumstances don't go the way we like, you may have said, why did you make me do that? Why did you treat me that way? Why do you make me so mad? That darn door smashed my finger. But in truth, it's not the other person who's making you mad. It's not the door that's smashing your finger. We do it to ourselves. And our anger is because we don't agree with that other person. We don't like what they're doing. We don't like what they're saying. So you didn't make me do anything. My anger does not come from you. It comes from me. It comes from within myself. And that's what the Buddha is trying to point out to us. This other side of ourselves, the angry side, the unmoving side. So this simple poem is telling us to be aware of the self at all times. Because it will show itself. And when it does, that's the time that the Buddha embraces us. More so than when we're showing just this good side, right? So there's another poem that I want to share with you. It reads, and this is the one I opened up with. When I say the name of the Buddha, Namo Amida Butsu, it is my beloved parent calling you. Come just as you are. I accept you just as you are. This is the ultimate affirmation of a person by our parent. The term which means, we use the Japanese term, oya, which means parent. But when we say a parent, we say mom or dad, sometimes or most times it has a sense of warmth connected with this feeling of a parent, a mother or father, that embraces us, that accepts us in our failures, in our successes, in everything that we do. They accept us. So when we say the words Namo Amida Butsu, when we call to the name of the Buddha, we are returning to our parent. And our great parent, we call Oya, is the Buddha, manifested by the statue, represents the love that a parent has for a child. It represents the embracing that a parent has for a child. It represents the acceptance that a parent has for a child, no matter what that child may do. So when we say Namo Amida Butsu, we say the name of the Buddha, we are returning to the home of our parents, our fathers and our mothers, no matter what the situation might be. So Namo Amida Butsu, we say this in our temples, we say it all the time, is a powerful affirmation of who we are as human beings at this very moment. Regardless of our age, regardless of our gender, regardless of our health, regardless of our achievements, no matter who we are, where we are in life, the Buddha embraces us and accepts us just as we are. So one last poem written by Shinran Shonin. He says, entrust yourselves to the Buddha's final vow. Through the benefit of being grasped, never to be abandoned, all who entrust themselves to the final vow attain supreme enlightenment. Here, Shinran Shonin, our founder, is reminding us that the goal of Buddha's life is enlightenment, is to awaken. And awaken means to awaken to this self, both sides of the self. That is, how can each of us become truly human? How can we manifest wisdom and compassion in our everyday life? And I believe the way that we do this is to know this self, true and real. And by knowing this stuff, we can begin to manifest this idea of wisdom and compassion towards others, towards our families and our friends. Thank you very much. Please join me in that show. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Now I'd like to share with you the Daniel Shaman's Buddhism. Oh, Nichiyo no Kankeno no Mukiwa. Shinje no Mote Honto Sanabe So. Sono Yue wo. Romoro no Zogyo Nageste. Ishimi Midani Kumyo Sebo. Ashigi no Gandiki Toshi. Unno Katayori Ojo wa Yo Sushime Tamo. Sono Kudai. Shinenbo ki shoujo shiku tomo shakushi. Oe no shomyo nenbu. Aiwaga ojo sakame tamai shi. Onto jinno nenbu. Kokoro heki nari. Arakashiko. Arakashiko. Shinran Shonin taught that the essence of Yogo Shinshu is Shinju. The reason that by abandoning all the practices and completely entrusting ourselves in the Buddha, our spiritual rebirth is assured by Buddha through the inconceivable power of the final God. This is known as entering the ranks of the truly assured at the very moment of Shinju. Thereafter, all utterances of the Menbutsu would be understood only as expressions of gratitude or Buddha's assurance of our spiritual rebirth. With reverence, I mean, Namo Namo. Thank you very much. Before we close up today, I want to make one very short announcement. Our next service will be our Hatsubon service. And as you know, Hatsubon is the memorial service for those who have passed away since our last since last July 2021. And we will be honoring them with lanterns and their names. And this will be on July 10th at 10 o'clock. Of course, everyone is invited to attend. And that will be at here at the temple. And our guest speaker for that service will be Reverend Michael Endo. Reverend Endo is the executive assistant to the bishop and also our minister's assistant there at the Oakland Brooks Temple. So I hope you all join us July 10th at 10 o'clock. Oh, and by the way, after the service, we will do Bongo, we will dance. So we'll have a 10 o'clock service, and then as the tradition of Oman is to dance. I should share with you a little bit about why we dance. It's a celebration of life. One is also called Kanye, which means to celebrate life. And we celebrate life because we cannot have this life without our ancestors, our parents and our grandparents, and our ancestors. So it is a memorial, but at the same time, it's a celebration. It's a way of expressing our gratitude. And the story of one dates back to the time of the Buddha, when one of his disciples by the name of Moggallana saw his mother suffering in this realm of the natural. And through the Buddha's advice, he was able to free her from this realm by making donations to the monks and the temples. And his mother was freed from that realm. He danced for joy. That was the first form of a warm dance. So, in recognition of that event and our connection to our ancestors, we will have that service, and then we'll go out. Are we going outside? Outside? We we will go dance. And also there's bentos available, so if you contact David Ward, he will take orders for those bentos. Okay. All right. Next, I'd like to ask you to please rise and join me in Namo Amida on page 174. Oh, Steve, no, sorry. On those on two.
Oh, keep going.
Let's see, page 220. Sorry. I rely upon the Tathagata of immeasurable light. I take refuge in the inconceivable light. Namo Amida.
Namo Amida.
Namo Amida.
Namo Amida.
Namo Amida.
Namo
Thank you very much, everyone. Please be seated. This will conclude our June and July memorial service here, and I'd like to thank you for your attendance and kind attention. And at this time, I'd like to invite you all to come up with, or if you haven't had a chance to come up and join us.